Ever feel like you're shouting about your new book into a void?
Oh, tell me about it.
You're definitely not alone.
It can be so frustrating.
But what if there's a way to actually amplify your message
I'm all ears.
and find a supportive community
That sounds amazing.
all at the same time?
Sign me up.
That's the power of what we're talking about today.
What's that?
Collaborative marketing.
Ah, I love it.
It's all about teaming up.
Teaming up.
Yeah, with other authors
Okay.
to amplify each other's work
That makes sense.
and reach a whole bunch of new audiences.
Yeah.
And, it's funny because
What's that?
we always hear this myth of the solitary author.
The lone wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Hiding away in their cabin.
But the most successful authors
Uh-huh.
are often the best collaborators.
They are. It's really true.
So let's unpack this a little bit.
Okay.
WHY does this actually work?
Right.
Because it can't just be about,
Should be in buddies.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's got to be
Yeah. A
a
spread.
bit more to it
Absolutely.
than that.
Think about it this way.
Yep.
Studies show that readers
Mm.
trust peer recommendations so much more.
Than like an ad or something.
Far more than any ad. Yeah.
Right.
So let's say author A,
Okay.
who writes fantasy, let's say,
Uh-huh.
recommends a book by author B,
Okay.
who also writes fantasy,
Hmm.
to their audience.
To their dedicated fantasy-loving audience.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's like marketing gold right there.
I see what you're saying.
You're reaching readers who are already primed.
To be interested.
Exactly, to be interested in that kind of book.
Because they already trust.
Yes. You're leveraging that existing trust.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about how much time
All the time.
we spend online
all day.
scrolling through
That's
recommendations.
so true.
But wouldn't there be a risk
Of
the collaborator
Mm.
cannibalizing your sales?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
What if their book
Yeah.
outperforms yours?
And promotion. That's a valid concern.
Right.
And it speaks to choosing the right partners.
Oh.
We'll get into that for sure.
Right.
But the truth is,
Yeah.
a rising tide lifts all boats.
Oh, I like that.
If you do a joint promotion effectively,
Mm.
both authors will see a gain
In what?
in visibility and in sales.
Okay, so it's not about
Right.
outshining each other.
It's not a competition.
Yeah, it's about expanding the pie.
Exactly, making the pie bigger for everyone.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yeah,
But that's a really good point.
I'm glad.
So beyond just the marketing reach,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the other benefits?
Well, writing can be so isolating,
Oh, yeah.
but collaborations, they offer a built-in support system,
Like what?
sharing advice,
Okay.
venting about a tough writing day,
Oh, for sure.
celebrating milestones together.
Yeah.
It makes such a difference.
To your whole journey.
It's like having a team in your corner.
It is. You're not alone.
Exactly.
And let's not forget the creative synergy.
Oh, yeah.
That can happen when you brainstorm.
With other authors?
You might come up with ideas you never would have thought of.
On your own.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do you actually go about
Yeah.
finding the right partners?
Right. Because,
Any author, it can't just be anyone in your genre.
right, there has to be more to it.
Absolutely. Genre's a good starting point,
Okay.
but you want to dig a little deeper.
Like what?
Think about your target audience,
Oh, okay.
their demographics,
Okay.
age interests,
Mhm.
even their preferred reading format.
Wow.
Make sure there's synergy
Between your audience.
between your audiences. Yeah.
So where do you find these people?
Right.
Do you just hang out
Uh-huh.
in bookstores?
That's a good strategy,
Yeah.
but no.
Yeah.
Online communities are a gold mine.
Oh, okay.
Goodreads,
Yeah.
Facebook groups,
Mm-hmm.
especially for specific genres,
Okay.
writing forums,
So many options.
lots of places.
What about author-specific platforms? Do those offer any advantages?
Absolutely. Like
Thank
how,
you.
well,
Yeah.
on a platform designed for authors,
Mm.
it's easier to connect.
Because everyone's
It's
already,
already on the same page.
they understand the challenges
Get it.
of being an author.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say you found some promising collaborators.
Okay.
What are some of the most effective strategies
All right, let's get into the tactics.
to make these partnerships work?
You're right about that.
Partnerships need a good foundation.
That's a great way to put it.
So what are some things
Yes.
authors should discuss up front
There are so many things.
to avoid those bumps in the road?
Yeah, one thing is to create like a simple agreement
Oh, okay.
that outlines everyone's role.
Okay, so like who's handling
Yeah, exactly.
social media?
Who's designing the graphics?
Okay.
Who's the point of contact for events?
All the logistics.
Yeah, it can really prevent miscommunication later.
Like treating it almost like a business partnership
I like that analogy.
with those clear roles.
Makes it so much smoother.
So it's not even just dividing tasks evenly.
It's not just about being equal.
It's playing to each other's strengths.
Exactly.
If someone's great at visuals,
Let them handle that.
Yeah.
If someone's a master at email marketing.
Perfect.
Here you go.
So you've got clear communication. You're
Yeah.
playing to strengths.
Right.
What else?
Well, even with the best intentions.
Things happen.
Yeah, life happens.
Creative differences,
For sure.
unforeseen challenges.
It's part of the process.
So what do you do then?
Address them head on.
Don't ignore them.
Don't sweep them under the rug.
Exactly.
Have a conversation.
Yes.
Be willing to compromise.
Because
You're on the same team,
that's right.
working towards a shared goal.
So you might need to adjust
You might.
expectations or offer support.
Especially if someone's going through something.
Right.
It's about mutual respect.
Okay, so then celebrating successes.
Yes.
What are some ways to,
You acknowledge milestone.
yeah, big or small?
Oh, it can be simple.
Like what?
A congratulatory email.
Oh, okay.
When your collaborator hits a sales milestone.
Okay.
Or acknowledge their work at an event.
Okay.
Sharing wins on social media.
All those little things.
It all adds up.
It's almost like saying, hey, we
Yeah.
did this.
We're in this together.
We're succeeding together.
Exactly.
And that can go a long way
It can, especially in this world.
of writing.
Yeah, where it can feel so solitary.
So have you ever had any projects
Oh, I have stories.
where things went hilariously wrong,
Oh, all the time.
but you managed to salvage it?
Oh, let me tell you about this one time.
Okay.
I did a virtual book launch with another author,
Okay.
and we had all these technical issues.
Like what?
Video froze, chat went haywire.
Oh, no.
It was a disaster.
Oh, my God.
But we rolled with it.
Okay.
We just embraced the chaos.
Okay.
Started telling funny stories about writing.
Yep.
The audience loved it. We
Really?
felt like they were part of the chaos.
Like a behind-the-scenes moment.
Exactly.
And it ended up being,
One of our most successful launches.
wow, what a great story.
Yeah, sometimes the best moments.
Come from those hiccups.
They really do.
So what about collaborations?
Yes.
That blossomed into friendships?
Oh, that happens all the time.
Really?
Writing can be so competitive,
Yeah.
but these projects
Mm-hmm.
often lead to real connections. I've met some of my closest friends.
Through collaboration?
Yeah, we've supported each other.
Through it all?
The launches, the rejections.
It's amazing.
It's like a built-in support system.
It's not just good for marketing.
It's not.
It's good for the soul.
I love that so much.
So we've talked about the why,
Well, why?
the how,
Yes.
even the challenges,
Mhm.
and the rewards.
All the things.
But I want to touch on
Or-
social media
Yeah, that's important.
because in today's world,
You have to be online.
that online presence is so crucial.
So crucial. It really is. They're so important.
It's about recognizing each author brings something unique.
Yes, those strengths and resources.
And when you combine those,
Everyone benefits.
but how do you make sure it's balanced?
That's a good question.
How do you make sure one author
Right.
isn't doing all the work?
It goes back to communication.
That open and honest communication
Yes, from the beginning.
before you even start
Have a conversation.
about what you can contribute.
Exactly. Time, effort, all of that.
Also, it's like a,
A contract
Yeah.
outlining not just the tasks.
but the commitment
Yes, that's so important.
and those contributions,
Yeah.
they don't have to be identical,
No, not at all.
right? Maybe one person has a bigger social media following,
They can handle a promotion.
right? And the other person's great at events.
Perfect example.
It's about
Leveraging those strengths.
making it fair.
Exactly.
So beyond the practical stuff,
Right.
what about the intangible benefits?
Oh, there are so many.
We talked about the support,
Emotional support.
the creative synergy.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
One of the most rewarding things
Yeah.
is the opportunity to learn from each other.
Oh, that's so true.
Maybe your collaborator has a system.
For something.
Yeah, like email lists.
Oh, right.
Or they've mastered a platform.
That you're struggling with.
It's like built-in mentorship.
That's a great way to put it,
And it's so valuable.
especially for new authors.
Yes, or those looking to grow.
So it's about long-term growth.
Not just the immediate gains.
It's about that
Yeah.
development.
Working alongside another author.
So approach it with a mindset
Of what?
of generosity,
Yes.
a willingness to share.
Your knowledge, your resources.
Because when you invest in their success,
Everyone wins.
I love that.
Shifting from scarcity to abundance.
Knowing there's enough to go around.
Exactly.
But for those listening thinking, I don't have the time,
I hear you.
what advice would you give?
Start small.
Okay.
Connect with an author online.
Mm-hmm.
Do a simple cross-promotion.
Okay.
Share a blog post. Offer a small discount.
No need to jump into,
the big stuff right away.
so dip your toes in
See how it feels.
before diving in.
Exactly.
And collaborations
Yeah.
should energize you,
They should do.
not drain you.
If it's too much,
Yeah.
take a step back.
Reevaluate.
Maybe adjust your expectations
Find that sweet spot.
where it feels good for both of you.
So as we wrap up,
Okay.
what's one action item
To kickstart this journey,
for the listeners?
I would say
Yeah.
identify one author
Okay.
whose work you love
Okay.
and whose audience aligns with yours.
Okay.
Reach out.
Yeah.
Suggest a small project,
So
a social media promo,
Hmm.
a guest blog post.
you never know.
It might happen.
So take that initiative,
Put yourself out there.
embrace the connection,
The world is full of possibilities.
be creative.
Have fun.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
See what works.
So let's wrap up
Okay.
with a thought-provoking question.
I love it.
If you could collaborate with NY author, living or dead?
Who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What would you create?
It makes you think.
About all the potential.
It does.
Maybe this episode will inspire some collaborations
I hope so.
among our listeners.
That would be amazing.
So embrace the power of collaboration.
Explore those possibilities.
See where this journey takes you.
You might be surprised
That's a wrap on our exploration.
of collaborative marketing.
We hope you found this.
Informative, life-changing.
That's the goal.
Share your thoughts.
Your dream collaboration.
They're successful partnerships.
We want to hear from you.
Thanks for listening.